Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I like to say hello and welcome to I Am the Change. I'm Michelle Kelly. I started this in 2019 as my New Year's resolution, stating out loud that I was breaking up with fear, I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt, followed by a weekly video, and I'm still going strong. Letting you guys know that fear, shame, and guilt was not breaking up with me. And it's a process. And then my New Year's resolution for this year was not to weigh myself every single day, which is what I've done for years and years and years. And I started the new year off by weighing myself every other day, until one day a friend of mine said I wasn't trusting myself and I wasn't trusting God. And that helped me be able to put the scale away. So I have not been weighing myself. It's in the back of my closet. I think when I went to the doctor's, I got weighed last week. Can't remember. You guys, I'm so bad at dates and times. You know, I grew up in this house where, you know how some people remember every single thing? And every single time and date, and then there's somebody who doesn't remember everything. I'm the person who didn't remember everything. I buried my head in the sand and wanted to pretend like stuff wasn't happening. And it's very hard for me to remember dates and times and exact incidences. My puzzle of my life is still being pieced together, and mostly what's happening now is God is sending people in my life that remember things that happened to me, and they're helping me fill in the spaces, or they share about something that happened to them and I'm like, oh my God, that happened to me too. So it's so helpful, like being in a group with other people. And I was more of a take a hostage kind of a person. Like I used to not like groups, and now I love groups and I do better in groups, is what I found out about. So I was sharing with you guys last week about being on pain medicine and being in recovery and how hard that's been. And I've been in chronic pain for years and years and years. But this past go around, it started officially, I figured it out on January 3rd. So it's been 24 days of this excruciating and debilitating pain. And I've been laying in bed for like weeks, which is so not like me. Even though I'm on Social Security disability, every day during the week, like I had a schedule, I had a routine. It was like I was working without working. I would never turn the TV on during the day. I don't watch TV during the day. Sometimes I don't even watch it at night, but I've been watching TV for like weeks, which is during the day, which is so not like me. I've been in so much pain. I had my CT scanned and they said they couldn't see anything on it. And, you know, I just want to talk about being an exception to the rule. There is always an exception to the rule. I grew up black or white, right or wrong, good or bad, it's there or it's not. And I've been one of the people that have been in the gray most of my life. And I've been the person that they're like, this has never happened before. And I would take that as there must be something wrong with me because this never happened before. I'm the first. Maybe I'm meant to be the first one. And sometimes, and I hate this job, I have this other job where I rip people's band-aids off, and not literally, but figuratively. You know, like I'll mention there's an elephant in the room when there's an elephant, and most of the people in the room can pretend like there's not an elephant when there is, and I can't do that. So when I bring it up, then I look like the crazy one and the wrong one, and how dare I do that, and there's no elephant here. And I just know that God picked me to go first and to be a leader, which I didn't want to be one, and I don't want to go first, and I never wanted to rock the boat. I would wait till other people rock the boat, then I would get out of it. And now I have to rock the boat. It's going to get rocked anyway. So I'm doing the best I can. I hate I'm in the worst pain that I've ever been in all of my life. And I was, thinking, and I'm getting depressed being in pain because, sometimes I feel like maybe God is punishing me for some of the things that I've done, because I've done some really shitty stuff, even sober, by the way. And then what came to me, and I know God talks to me, and I've told you guys, God talks to me, but what I heard is, God doesn't punish anybody. We punish ourselves, and I'm not being punished. And I have to take care of myself. And I'm 51 and I'm at the doctor's like all the time. And I'm thinking maybe it was because the lack of care I used to give myself. I would take my son to the doctor's as soon as he was sick. And I think there was a time when I would put things off, and I can't do that anymore. So as soon as I feel bad, I'm right at the doctor, because I don't want to feel bad. I want to feel good. And sometimes there's not a quick fix or a quick answer, which I always want my answers like yesterday. And being patient is so hard for me. And I was in the shower today, which I did not even want to get a shower, but I got one. I can't stand up. Like, I cannot stand up for more than like 20 minutes before I'm in like excruciating pain. It's like shooting through my heel, coming up to my shoulder blade, all across my breastbone, like where my bra line is. And it hurts so bad in the backs of my arms. And I just keep feeling like I need to go to the hospital. Like, they have to like fix me. And it's not an emergency to anybody else but me. And I'm taking pain medicine all day, every day, which I freaking hate. And I can't do the things that I was used to doing. I can't even like sit in a chair for an hour. Like, I cannot do it. I can't go to line dancing right now. So that's like killing my spirit too, because that was my joy. And even when I felt shitty, I used to go to line dancing. I could either feel bad and don't go to line dancing, or feel bad and go to line dancing. So I would choose joy. And I can't even choose that joy right now. So I've been coloring in my Care Bear coloring book, and I still use my trusty God box. And when I was in the shower today, I heard Let It Be by the Beatles, which was my sign from God, because when I was growing up, I've told you guys this, but some people are hearing me for the first time. But when I was growing up, we didn't go to church consistently, but we listened to Breakfast with the Beatles every Sunday. So I started connecting how I hear God speak to me was through the Beatles. If I heard a Beatles song on a Sunday, that was God sending me a message. And then I started getting a little more flexible. If I hear the Beatles on a Tuesday, that could be a sign too. And then if I saw somebody with a Beatles shirt on, that could be a sign. And now a lot of people know this. When they hear the Beatles, they think of me. And, my one girlfriend the one day sent me Here Comes the Sun on my phone. And it just lifted my spirits. Like I just needed that. So people know. And sometimes when people are in the car, they're listening to Sirius XM, they'll take a screenshot and send it to me. So I know God speaks to me through the Beatles, and I had on a playlist and I did not know that was going to be on. And Let It Be means for today, I am not to do any more with this. I called every doctor that I could. I have an appointment with a neurologist. They told me they really couldn't see anything on my MRI or my CAT scan, which I'm the exception to the rule. Sometimes it's not on there and it's still going on. But they sent me to a neurologist, and the first appointment I could get was August 31st. And I did ask them, do you ever get cancellations? And she said, yes. I said, could you please put me on a cancellation list? And she said, yes. So, that's how I've gotten a lot of my appointments lately, is I will call back and say, has anybody canceled? Do you have a cancellation list? So anyway, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's watching. I wish I could be more upbeat. Oh, I do have one thing to tell you that is really upbeat. I settled part of my car accident and I'm out of credit card debt. And that is a great thing. And it is a weight off my shoulders like you can't even imagine, because that weighed on me every single day and it doesn't anymore. So thank you everyone for watching. Please stay tuned, stay safe, and I will see you all next week.